So, Tarash, how do you basically differentiate that this is going to be a collectible classic than a car which is going to be depreciating eventually? How do you differentiate this part
Uh,
by
ca-
looking at the car? I mean, or maybe even buying a used car. How do you differentiate? This is going to eventually go into a classic
yeah.
segment.
So there are basically two ways. Okay, one, once the car is launched,
Hmm.
it's just a normal car. Okay, over the period of time, it will create a story. It will create some kind of name in the market. Over the
Okay.
period of time, over the period of time, people love it. It may be used in a movie, or some famous person will buy the car. So it will create a story over the period of time. Then it will become a classic. Oh, it has a lot of reason. That is the one way to put it. Second way, it's itself is a hypercar, limited edition cars. Always, all the limited edition cars are a collectible cars.
So stories getting viral also will play a
Yeah,
very
yeah, yeah.
important
Very
part
important role.
as a driver to boost the car. Yeah.
Exactly. When it launch, it's just a normal car, other normal car like others.
Hmm.
But you don't know what kind of story it will create over 5 years. So after 5 years, it will be like collectible. Oh, this is the car which you have to collect. Like it happens to Supra.
Yeah.
It happens to Nissan GTR R34. Nissan GTR R34 Supras are the most expensive cars. Actually, even if it's 35-year-old cars, or like if it is highly maintained, if we can sell it, even we can sell it for 2 million dirhams, 1.5 million dirhams. There are cars you can go and check 1.5, 2 million dirhams. Then when it was launched, how much? 150,000 dirhams, 200,000 dirhams.
Tarash, you think when you buy these supercars, or especially even the ultra cars, ultra supercars, can we modify them? Are we allowed to modify them? And because I've heard stories that some manufacturers actually even
Yeah.
blacklist you if you try to extensively modify them,
Yeah.
because it could actually, I mean, it could spoil their design or maybe the aerodynamics of the car, and that could eventually defame the brand. So they put a lot of restriction for you because
It happens
of course
actually.
there are companies like
Yes, Ferrari.
Mansory and all
Mhm.
who are exclusively only modifying supercars.
Yeah.
So
So
what's your thought on this?
uh, I'm not a fan of this thing actually. To be honest, see, I paid the car, I paid the money, then they should allow me to do whatever you want.
Okay.
But however, what happens? Uh, Actually, it's a Ferrari, the first company who always sue the people who modify the car. I think
Okay.
they stopped now. I guess they are in recent days they are not doing that actually. One time, a guy from Europe somewhere he has changed the logo to something and he has put his brand or company logo. And I think the Ferrari sued him as well. But they will.
Yeah, I
Did
think
win.
I think Ferrari sued Mansory
Exactly.
for
Ferraris.
extensive modification of the car, I think.
Yeah, so that was a crazy story. See, I do videos with Mansory as well. I have seen
Okay.
a lot of Mansory cars. So now, even I think Ferrari lost
The suit.
suit, I guess. Yeah, because see, it's very simple logic. Okay, when I buy this from any company, this is my property,
Okay.
right? You didn't give me for free so that I can maintain it very well and do it. It is my property. I had given you money, and they should allow us to do whatever we want. But sometimes, yeah, it's a Ferrari big company. They do it. So what happens to Mansory? They put a lawsuit on the Mansory, and then Mansory told that no, we are not doing from the Ferrari and we are selling. Customer who bought Ferrari, they come to us. They ask us to modify it, and we are modifying it. And it was here and there, back and forth. And then they decided, okay, we are not going to put a Ferrari logo on any Mansory. So if you see any Mansory Ferraris, you don't see Ferrari logo at all. Not even on the steering wheel, not even anywhere. They'll put only Mansory logo.
So Mansory will put their own logo.
Mansory will put their own logo, and they even name that car on a different name, like Ferrari F8 double X. Ferrari F8, they name it F8 double X or something else. They completely change it. Oh man, trust me, they remove everything. They will one of the interviews I was watching Ferrari, sorry, Mansory owner. Somebody asked him, "Oh, Ferrari doesn't like you to do, like what you do." He said, "I'm actually kind of getting the arrogance from the car. I'm just unleashing the arrogance of the car. They are kind of doing it. Not only Mansory, there are companies like Venom, there are companies like Brabus. They are highly modifying the cars, entirely modifying the cars actually."
It doesn't make sense. I'm actually able to relate to your point, because it doesn't make sense ki once the car has been sold by the manufacturer, like Ferrari has sold it to maybe to you. I think they holding the ownership even after transferring the ownership is not fair. Yeah, I mean, they are, even after post sales, you're trying to hold the ownership. It is, and then telling me how to use it, how not to use it. That is really unfair.
Because see, Ferrari, it's it's not every company does it. The Honda doesn't care. You do whatever we like it, clap, they clap us. But Ferrari, they have separate customer base, right? They have a separate reputation they have created reputation over centuries. So they don't want to ruin their reputation. They don't want other customer say, I want to modify the car, and they say you are the one who doesn't like to modify. And when you see Ferrari with the modifier, like, see, I don't like Ferrari. Ferrari allowing them. Well, let me just go back to another, manufacturer, like another brand. So that was the kind of, old school mentality. I think they used to have it
So
actually.
they try to withhold some of the modification rights, maybe
Yeah,
even post sales.
yeah, but I don't think they can win anything. They have been listening to the news. They are putting the lawsuit here, there. I don't think they have won any of the lawsuit. But what they can do, they can stop me to buy the car from them directly.
In the future. So that's what they do is they may blacklist me as a buyer.
Yeah.
And then what is left to me is if I want to go back and buy those manufacturers' cars, I have to only buy from the secondary market.
Yes. And in fact, if you want to go and buy the Ferrari right now, let's say the fresh guy want to go and buy a Ferrari, they will not just give the Ferrari to you. You have to buy some used Ferrari first from them. Even the used Ferrari is more expensive than the original new Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very true story. Recently, I heard actually. I've seen one of the guys who went to buy a Ferrari said, "No, you have to buy a used Ferrari first. You have to be a part of our new journey with the Ferraris. Then they have asked him to buy a old Ferrari, which is expensive than the new Ferrari, and then after some years, then you are allowed to buy a Ferrari."
So it means I have to build a reputation of my driving journey with them.
Yeah, not only that, you also to have a very good reputation in the market, like wherever you belongs to. If you're a bad guy, they don't do it. They don't sell it to a bad guy.
So they keep a track of every buyer who buys their car?
Of course, and nowadays it's very easy to keep a track on you. Definitely, whatever you're talking, even before we upload, I think somebody is listening to this already.
Okay.
It's very evident and very much open actually. And again, they are doing for reputation basis. Because see, in India, for example, the first time I believe who bought a Ferrari, like as per my knowledge, was Sachin Tendulkar. Oh, Sachin Tendulkar has a Ferrari. So the reputation is from the Sachin Tendulkar to the Ferrari itself. So imagine, that is how correct. I said Dawood Ibrahim. Oh, Dawood Ibrahim bought Ferrari. Okay. They are not good. So reputation belongs to who buys the cars also.